What's up, everybody? Hyped to be back. Today's episode is brought to you by All I Need Skate. What you looking at, Emma? Why you grilling me, Emma? Good boy, I would. Sorry. Today's episode is brought to you by All I Need Skate. She's just staring at me like crazy. Now Elwood's doing it too. You guys are creeping me out. I'm gonna look this way. They want to walk, so they just give me dead eyes. They're going all cod in the eyes, like codfish. Let me try this again. Today's episode is brought to you by All I Need Skate. Our new series of decks just dropped, Seafood Vengeance. They came in, I unboxed those things. Man, they came out so crispy. The colors pop, and the art by Peter James Glenn crushes. Now you're gonna do your toy? I'm reading an ad here, Emma. I know you're adorable. Elwood, chill. Artwork by Peter James Glenn. 4 different boards. Derek Fukuhara's first pro model for All I Need. These are available now. They're shipping out to skate shops. And if you don't live near a skate shop, guess what? It's 2017. And we got a digital skate shop at allineedskate.com. We also have tons of apparel. You can check it out. A couple highlights, I'll throw it out there. The gum pack crushes and our pack and go, which is a windbreaker, water resistant, folds up in the front pocket, and just easy to go. What I do on trips, like when I go on skate trips, I take the pack and go, fold it into its pocket so it's a nice little pillow square. You can use it to sleep on, which I've done on flights, or you can, what I do is I put my little All I Need nug jar in it so it's cushioned by the jacket, and then I pack it in my bag that goes under the plane. Let it do its thing. I don't always do it, but it works sometimes. We're also brought to you by World Industries. I don't know if I've said it already, but our first official AM for World Industries is Kevin Clem. I'm really hyped to welcome him to the team. It's a big deal, and I'm hyped to be brand manager for World. And we're working on resurrecting this iconic brand, and the one way we did that so far is through making epic apparel with Flameboy, Wet Willie, and Devilman embroidered right on it. We got some sick stuff up there on worldindustries.com. You can check it all out. We also just brought back the boards. Man, Peter again killed it on the art. World's basically in-house for All I Need. So we're working together. They're using our manufacturing and for apparel and decks, and everything's high quality. So yeah, check everything out at worldindustries.com. Kevin is also working on his welcome to the team part, and then after that we're going to announce our second team rider. Last thing, I guess, before we get into this is if you cop anything from either of those brands from the websites, it goes into directly supporting this podcast, which is rad. And if you want to support the podcast without spending any dough, because I get it, shit's crazy nowadays, and we don't all have the dough at times. I try to buy things from people that I respect and brands I like, and I kind of vote with my money a lot. But dude, sometimes you just don't got it, and I get it, man. I get it. I've been there. But it's nice when you got it and you can kick it around and share it. Like, really, your money is the only thing you can really vote with, It's nice when your homies are doing something cool and you can just kick it their way. It's like pass the money around because they support you, you support them. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with this. But, I was going to say, if you want to support the podcast without even spending a dime, a cool thing would be to share any of the episodes. And just spread the word, man. It'd be cool. That helps a lot. It helps me with spreading this thing. And we've grown quite a bit from the beginning. For you guys that have been here from the beginning, man, it's been a long ride. We've been going at it with this podcast. I'm still super hyped to be doing this. I look forward to this. I'm trying to get more free time so I can do it more. But, as you'll hear, today's episode is with me and the legendary Brandon Westgate. And my good buddy. I consider him family. He's as close to blood as I know. And one of the best people I know. So I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Prosper. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I gotta get on it.
I just love the skating and the scene.
Rain, go away. All I need is a skateboard today.
This is the Shetler Show featuring professional skateboarder, podcaster, and All I Need Skate founder, Anthony Shetler.
So it was hot. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, they're looking for their dad's fucking metal skateboards in the garage.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Get on this thing.
Each episode brings you amazing discussions with interesting people from all walks of life.
Kind of when skateboarding clicked for me, and you learn some tricks or whatever, and you get that appreciation from your peers, you know? The other skaters are like, holy shit, like, yeah, dude, that's rad.
Admiration.
Yeah, the admiration or the affirmation.
Real, recognized real.
If I didn't experience those crazy moments in my life, then these great moments would never be as great as they have been.
Honestly, like for me, I just loved it. Like I saw those dudes, I saw those videos, and I was like, holy fuck, this is sick.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
You're fucking taking up like this whole.
I'm a little nervous about my work. He's super cool.
Like you're kind of taking up like a lot of space. It sounds like at this point.
I am, yeah.
Now you're like basically running a whole operation out of this guy's business.
Yeah, but Jeff works there now too.
Like it's not like I know, but it's not like really even like your own business.
I know.
It's like someone else's business too.
Well, so for the people listening, we're talking about the warehouse spot that we have. And basically, when the recession happened, everything downsized and I was like, I need a job. So I was like, I'm going to get something that I can use to grow a skateboard brand. So I got a job at a screen printing embroidery place right down the road from my house, like 5 minutes, which is clutch. And yeah, I mean, the world boards and the all I need boards came in, and he definitely looked at me like, where are you going to put all this? I'm like, I don't know, we'll find a spot. They're gonna sell, like, so they won't be here too long, you know?
Yeah, meanwhile you're telling this guy that it is his business.
Yeah, but I also, like,
We'll find a spot, don't worry about it.
Dude, it's such a strange dynamic, because, like, I work my ass off there.
Am I going the right way?
Dude, Brandon's getting us lost. Yeah, 2.5 miles. Take, 13A. Yeah, but, like, he needs, like, so the way that place works, it's a screen printing embroidery place, and, like, in the summers, it gets fucking crazy, because there's seasons, so people are, like, trying to order all this clothes, and, like, so it gets super crazy, and he needs help, so, like, I bust my ass, you know what I mean? Like, I work my ass off for him, you know? So that's why he's willing to help me. Plus, like, I do all the apparel for All I Need in World there.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm paying him. So there's months.
So you just made it more valuable for him to keep you than to, like, deal with all your bullshit.
Exactly. It's so weird there, because everybody who works there is like, why is this dude just leaving whenever he wants? Like, why do I come in late and shit? Like, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's because, like, I have side hustles and multiple jobs, and, like, I don't need, like, I need this place, but I don't, like, I can leave. I have freedom to leave, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't. I'm actually kind of trapped there because they're doing all our apparel and stuff, and we're trapped in a relationship, you know what I mean?
How much shit you're fucking storing in his back room.
But that place is awesome, and I don't feel trapped. I just feel like, you know, it's going to be the place to grow all this through, and we've been doing that. And now Jeff works there, so Jeff can learn how to ship World and All I Need, and, like, you know. So it's so cool, man. Super hyped on it.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
All the boards are there, shirts, all the apparel's done there, like, so that's good. And then the shoes ship out from Seattle. But enough about that. Where'd you just come back from?
I was in Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho?
Boise.
What's out there? A pretty sick shop?
Fucking potatoes.
Potatoes? What's there?
No, there's a shop out there. I believe it's Prestige.
Prestige? Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't Heath have a shop? But is it not Idaho?
That's in Des Moines.
Des Moines. Is that Iowa? Iowa. Okay, that's where I was confused.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there?
We just, like, twice a year, Element does, like, the clothing catalog thing, so we just basically gotta go out and just, like, wear all these clothes and fucking, in, like,
model it
scenic areas. Yeah, just model it out. Just fucking get my good side, you know? The left side over here.
That's the side?
Yeah, this is fucking moneymaker right here.
I could kind of tell.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we just, I don't know, have to, like, put on a bunch of fucking clothes and kind of just stand around and then skate. And
well, we did that with Zoo.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like, I think, like, every clothing company, you know, kind of gonna do some sort of participation with that type of shit.
Yeah, they want the team riders.
But we also, like, We skated while we were out there too. It was me, Nassim, and Dominic. And Nassim like left probably like 3 days. 3 days into the trip, he's going somewhere else.
That dude's gnarly, huh?
So sick, yeah.
He's the dude, like, he's kind of like he's like black. Is he a black kid? Like sort of.
He's Moroccan.
Moroccan, okay. And he's got the hair
that big ass hair.
Yeah, he shreds.
Yeah, he's so sick. He's like really good at like back threes and like back 180s.
Yep.
Like alley-oop, switch grinds.
Super powerful, a lot of pop.
Yeah,
fast.
always like, yeah, he's super fast.
But does kind of basic tricks, but on gnarly shit.
Yeah, you'd be surprised kind of, because like
you can
like, yeah, for sure, you can skate a flat bar and stuff and do all those like front crook popovers and like front crook popover shoves, all that type of shit. You know?
How long was the trip?
It was like a little over a week.
Nice.
Yeah. They got a super fucking sick skate park under the bridge. I think it's the Rhodes skate park, I want to say.
Nice.
It's like similar vibes as like Boston Park, but like I hate to say it, like 100 times better.
How is that even possible?
It is.
That seemed like a week and a half is like perfect time for a trip, or like a week is probably perfect, huh?
Yeah, this one was like a little longer just because we were like, every time we do these, there's like always spots that we want to skate, and then it kind of jams up the whole thing, and like so they made it a little longer this time so we could skate the spots, which was sick. And it rained a couple days, so those days were like, I don't know, we went like on some pretty gnarly drives up to like some like the Snake River. It was like just some cliff, gnarly looking like Grand Canyon style type thing, but smaller. Nice. You know, I don't know.
Just and like a hiking mission.
Yeah, yeah. Just because they like that fucking scenic view, you know, element.
Who doesn't, bro?
All about the earth and shit. But it was dope. It was insane. Seriously, fucking beautiful scenery out there.
Where's the footage and photos of you, bro?
I posted too. We went to this thing. What the hell was it called? Craters of the Moon. And it was like old lava field that fucking just must have overflowed like years ago, and then it just all melted. It looks like nothing but black rock everywhere. It was crazy. And it's like a national trail you can like drive through and like get up on these mountains and shit.
Wait, so it's not active anymore? It's from like the remains?
Yeah, it's like super old. And there's like these holes that you can look in that like all these caves and stuff, but I guess you gotta have a permit to get in the caves.
Damn, that sounds sick.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy land out there because it just goes like tons of like cows and open field. Doesn't look like there's any trees, but like massive sick mountains and shit like that. It was rad. I found a baby rattlesnake.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
I just took a photo of it.
You got a photo?
Yeah.
Show me after. Follow the map though, bro.
Alright, yeah, for sure.
So where are we heading? We're meeting up with Tim Savage, right?
Yeah.
Skate Boston?
Mm-hmm.
No idea, just kind of roughing it, let him see what he's gonna do?
Yeah, kinda. I have like a couple ideas of some stuff depending. We were gonna skate this spot. It's like one of those grates over like a trash can.
Nice, I like those.
Yeah, it was a pretty sick one. So I was like maybe thinking that, or just see what he had for an idea.
So like a week.
Oh, there's this fucking over fence gap that we found. I've been wanting to skate this. I don't know if you want it. It's kind of a jumper.
I'll check it though. I'm down to look at any.
We lowered like Tim showed it to me last time. And I just like took out my wrench and we lowered it down. So it's like, it was like really gnarly to ollie before. Now it's like you can do flip tricks over it. Cause it's like, it's a big drop, you know, it's over.
Head height? It's a Sheffler drop.
Well, now we just lowered the fence gate. So it's like even almost with your takeoff.
You don't have to go as high now.
Yeah, but it's still like 7 stairs and then like a sidewalk and a little bit more because
I think we looked at it.
Maybe, yeah.
Is it off a loading dock?
No, it's out of a parking lot.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's out of a parking lot into another one.
So back to a week-long trip. Like I was asking that because you got the baby and the lady. Like, is that like a week is like perfect? Because you got to get out, but then you got to get back to see your little grow worm develop, right?
Yeah, for sure. For me, yeah, week is like perfect. 10 days, that's like kind of like anything other than that. I just get tired anyway, you know. It's like skating every day and like getting in the van for like 10 days straight. You're just kind of like whooped. Yeah. I feel like, you know,
it's a lot.
Yeah, especially if you're like street skating. If you're on a street trip, you're just fucking like. I feel like I just get stoked within the first couple days, and then I'm just like dead the rest of the trip.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to catch up and get my legs like back to working normal.
Yeah. Have you noticed it? Have you noticed like since you gotten older, just like your body, like just can't do as much?
No.
You're still young, right? How old are you?
28.
Yeah, you're a fucking spring chicken,
I actually,
dude.
And I haven't drank in like 4 months, so
Nice.
I actually feel like I have more energy and power now than I have like for years, so I'm pretty stoked.
It's funny because like people that drink and end up abusing it and then they get sober, that's what they say. They're like, what, underneath all this fucking mess, I'm healthy.
Like, not that I was like fully abusing it, but I think I was like drinking, you know, whatever. I would just casually drink or like drink maybe too much sometimes, and like literally haven't had a hangover in fucking 4 months, and I'm like, I feel like I'm unstoppable right now.
Nice, I like that.
Oh, shit.
Fucking Ronda Rousey over here.
Yeah, no,
I called you a chick,
no,
bro.
I'm just kidding. I feel good. Is that a chick?
Ronda Rousey, UFC fighter? Although she got snuffed out, probably a bad example. You're Conor McGregor.
I'll take it. I'll take either one.
He's a
Fuck
beast.
it. They seem tough.
Yeah, they're tough. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I don't know.
Why, do you feel like slower?
Yeah,
now that
I
you're
feel
older?
it, for sure.
Well, how old are you?
34. But it's not that drastic.
Yeah.
I think I've always felt the same, like sore and like tired because, you know, we've just been going hard for years, more than most, because we've been fortunate enough to get sponsored and like skate hard. So like you were just saying on the trip, like usually you get on a trip, you skate like the first 4 days and you're fresh, you have all your energy, you're going to these 6 spots.
Yeah.
You stack all the clips. Any longer than that, then you're just kind of recovering, and then you're still going to 6 spots, but you're like, fuck, I can't really do what I want because I'm sore from that other one, and like that's been going on since I started skating.
Me too. I think since day one I've been like doing that same thing, getting all sparked, fucking jumping, and like also like if it's a good spot but it's like you're in a battle.
Yeah.
I always get into these battles and then I can't stop until like I'm either completely dead or I get the trick, and then I'm like almost totally regretting it after that. You know, the next day you're just like, why the fuck? I should have just like let that go, you know?
I bet people are hyped to hear that, because from the outside perspective, like I know you and I've known you, so I know that you've battled tricks and you work for it, but I'm sure from an outside perspective, people are just watching your parts going, this dude is pretty easy. He might take a slam occasionally, but but you get in the trenches fully and dig them out sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like for hours, that's like almost every trick.
I definitely feel it being 34. I feel like the tides are turning a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I can still get down and I feel like I can still get like gnarly, but I just am not going to skate an 18 stair. Yeah. Unless it's like a long, mellow rail.
I think also too, that's like, it's different, like, because you're like also like going to work and like doing all this other shit like with your company and stuff like that, so your like focus is like all over the place rather than just like only skate. Like if you were out skating every single day, I think you probably would.
Yeah, I think I could.
Yeah, definitely.
Physically, I could for sure.
Yeah, I don't feel like you're like any different than you were like back since we've been skating forever, you know?
Yeah, I just think my focus has shifted since I hit 34, and like now I like run all I need and I'm working with World. It's like my focus more is like to get shit I'm stoked on, but I don't feel like I have to go grind a 20 stair anymore, you know? Because like, I don't know, back in the day it's like I want to do this, and then I did it and I was like, all right, I've already done it, and now I don't rely on like a company to pay me necessarily, so I don't have to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you go on trips and it's like, you know you can do it, and you know it'll stoke everyone out, and you're all working on a video, and like you just like try shit that's almost a little dangerous, you know, or is dangerous.
And you know what too, since I haven't been drinking, because like I think this was mainly like my problem would be like I wouldn't get like fucked up, but I was like, you know, I'd get a trick, get all stoked, battle it, fucking get a trick, like fuck yeah, I'm gonna have a couple beers, and then like, you know, whatever, have some beers, and then the next day I would be fucking twice as sore, you know, like like dehydrated, twice as sore. So then it was like trying to catch up from that. I feel like that's what always like, I don't know. Yeah. And now I'm like just like haven't really had to like deal with that at all.
It's funny, I noticed like other people on trips, like when we were younger and we're on tours and traveling and shit, a lot of it, this shit comes from being sore and tired and having to deal with people on trips. So like everyone's compacted into like a van, and like everyone's sore, sweaty, the van's always gross, you're going spot to spot, you're meeting people, and so like smoking and drinking is like helps you keep going, because you're like, dude, I'm gonna be fucking sore unless I get that beer in me or like get really high, and like I'll be able to stretch out, like
that would
liquid yoga,
liquid stretch for sure.
Like, but that's a dangerous thing, because dude, a lot of these skate trips, they're young people, they're people that are like, and it becomes, you're on a month-long trip and that becomes a habit. Now you're like, you go back into your normal life and you're like, dude, it's like going to war and coming back almost.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, how do I act normal in society now? You're like, I'll get a beer, get high, like
But I'm glad that you've mellowed out on the drinking, dude. Me too. I used to abuse it a bit. Not like a horror story or anything.
Yeah, me neither. See, I'm not even like trying to preach like I was like this fucking gnarly alcoholic that like I just quit drinking and all this stuff, but
I'm glad you realized.
I just was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna like got super hungover, and then I was like, I'm just gonna take a break, and then I just been keeping it going for.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's crazy because like drinking, I always look at it like this, like it just compare yourself to a plant. As corny as that sounds, like if you were a plant and you were just pouring malt liquor on it all the time, what's gonna happen? You're gonna die. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be good for you. Yeah. You need to like. It's the same with a life. It's like if you're just poisoning yourself daily with alcohol, like that's what it is. It's poisoning you. That's why it's getting you fucked up, you know? So you gotta have moderation. But dude, when you're young and you're on skate trips and people are just enticing you and like companies like are paying you for doing it.
That's the thing too, like everyone, you know, if everyone's fucking having a beer, it's kinda like, fuck it, I'll have a beer, you know? And then if there's like 12 guys, it's like at some point every day on the trip, someone's gonna be like, hey, want a beer?
Odds are.
Hey, it's about that time.
Yeah, I'll have a beer occasionally now. I'll have one or two, and that's it. And then I feel like I'm fucking. The next day, I slightly feel hungover. I'm like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
But I do. It sucks. But I smoke far too much weed nowadays. How are you with your weed consumption? None?
I'm good. I'm chill.
It's legal, bro.
I know.
Sort of.
I know.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. It's about fucking time though. I always thought it was like crazy that you can like go in the store and buy like as much liquor as you want, get fucked up, you know, and really you're not supposed to get behind the wheel, but you can, you know, obviously you can do whatever the fuck you want once you like leave the store with the alcohol. And then like, you know, but you can't like from like smoking a joint to just drinking like hard liquor. I feel like I can control myself, you know? It's like it's like night and day.
Yeah, you can smoke weed and be fine. Like you'll be buzzed, but you'll be able to like if anything it'll make you more cautious because you're a little paranoid.
You might space out, maybe like swipe something, or I mean accidents can happen at any time, but I feel like you're more accident prone when you're fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Than if you're like wasted on weed.
Dude, alcohol impairs your judgment fully, and like physically, mentally, it can fuck you up, you know. Yeah. I love alcohol. I'm not trying to preach anything crazy, but it's just cool to hear moderation, like someone like you, for people to hear like that you've realized that. That's good. Because like honestly, dude, one of the saddest things to me is when I know someone who fucking kills it and they shred and they're like in the magazines, videos, they're on like, and then they just disappear. And dude, I talk to a lot of dudes like that, and I'm like, what happened? They're like, I just got caught up in drinking, drugs, fucking this lifestyle, like, and I'm like, dude, that's so sad because I've been a fan of yours forever, and what I was a fan of was your skating.
Yeah.
And like, how, you know, like not necessarily that you were getting fucked up all the time. I was just a fan of like your ability and your talent, and like how, you know, and it's like that shit gets cut short from abusing things, you know. A lot of people fall for that. It's insane. It's hard, dude. We're all trying to learn and grow, especially when you're young and you're trying to develop into an adult and figure things out. It's like there's so many pitfalls along the way. You just got to try to avoid them all, you know? I don't know. Especially if your family life is like, whose family life isn't kind of rocky, like the parents and shit. It's crazy even nowadays. Like people, I trip out when parents get divorced after being together for 20, 30 years.
Yeah, definitely.
How the fuck do you separate after that? I get it. Like, I'm sure it's a good thing.
I think they were separated like they long
just carried it on.
That. It just was like, they were just like roommates, you know? Just paying the bills and like living somewhere.
Oh, are you talking about your parents?
Just parents
like
in general. In that situation.
That's what I'm talking about, just in general. Like, I've had a couple of friends where their parents split up.
Definitely my parents, though, for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why I have that outlook on it, because I just feel like they're like everybody else that's doing that same thing, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, the longer you live, the more you start to realize.
And it's like when you're 20 years deep, you're so like intertwined with that person with just like fucking mortgage and like cars and like all this type of shit, you know?
Yeah.
20 years worth of shit.
Kids.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
It is.
It's insane. It's crazy because the ride doesn't end. I think people think there's like this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and they're gonna get rich, win the lottery, they're gonna have their dream job, they're gonna fall in love and be married, and but then you're gonna have to learn how to maintain that till you're fucking dead. And I think people forget that. Like, you gotta keep going. Like, there's no day where you have it figured out. Anyone who tells you they have it figured out, they're an asshole. Because they're a liar. Because, dude, the next day you could stub your toe and be fucking angry and pissed off, make a bad decision. Like, things happen. And then when you do think you have it figured out, then life throws those fucking curveballs at you. Like, someone passes away, or you lose something that was valuable, and you're like, how the fuck? Like, I thought I had it figured out. Now the world's shattered. Yeah, exactly. And then everything's shattered, and you gotta find a way to, like, pick the pieces up and move forward again.
Yeah, it's fucking total.
That's why that saying exists. It's like, the first shall be last, you know, like last shall be first. I believe that's a Bible. It's because it means, like, if you come out the gates into the world and you're from privilege, you're usually gonna want to go the opposite way because you already have that, so you want the opposite. So if you come into the world and you have everything, like physical stuff and money and monetary stuff, you're usually gonna want to be kind of scummy and like go taste what the other side is, you know, because it's enticing. It's the opposite of what you have. And then when you come into the world and you have no money and poor dysfunction, I feel you usually long for like normalcy, some financial security, family structure, like the opposite of what you don't have. You know, that's what I've always taken from that, and I'm sure there's exceptions to all those, but like, I don't know, it's kind of what I think of that all the time. Because I know a lot of people that come from well-off families and stuff like that, and then they end up just fucking off, you know, for years and years and years, because they want to just live the life of like some other people that are free, you know, like no responsibility, I can go fuck things over.
Or they're just like rich and snobby.
Yeah, that's
and like, ugh.
Yeah, elitist.
I would never drive a car like that. You know.
Yeah. Crazy though. I think about all this shit all the time. Since I was little, do you find yourself thinking about like your impact on like Pippa and like?
Yeah, definitely. I think that was like, I don't know. Definitely helps, like, I don't know, not being like fucked up, you know, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just like a lot going on, you know. We got like the bogs, baby now, fucking a bunch of dogs, skate trips all the time. So it's like, I don't know.
It's a matter of finding a healthy outlet that's not involved. Like
my dad always drank like when we were kids, so I definitely like know how not to raise her.
He was a good example. For sure. He did a good job of that.
Learned a lot of like what probably I don't want to be like, you know. But also he was like he's like the greatest person ever, you know.
Yeah. But he's only human. That's kind of goes back to what we're saying. Like, he could be a great dad, but then he's figuring shit out too until that's why people split up after 20 years, because they're still figuring it out.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I can sit here and preach about all these adults that are in their 40s and 50s right now because I'm in my 30s, you know? But when I'm in my 40s and 50s, I'm going to go do similar struggles, and then will I be able to preach? I hope so. Hope I have it still figured out.
Definitely you will. You'll just be preaching about whatever the hell you're learning at that time.
Yeah. I don't know, the thing's hard. The ride's hard, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
You're brave for bringing a life in, babe.
It's fucking crazy. It's like way gnarlier than I
Donald Trump's president, babe. Pippa's gonna be... his policies are gonna affect the world.
Maybe she'll fucking do something about it.
Maybe she'll be president. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Kick that bum out.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the world's upside down now. I almost feel like they put Trump in just so he would make a mess out of everything and force people to start to run government again. You know what I mean? Because now all of a sudden Trump's trying to pass every law that's gonna like fuck everything over. Supposedly, I don't really know exactly, but I have been following his YouTube channel. But basically, it seems like he's trying to reverse everything that's good and push through this agenda to make business and money and conquering and like whatever. And it seems like every time he does that, a counterpoint rises up to stop him, you know? So I feel like he's in there just trying to show everyone, like, look, this is how fucked up it can be unless the normal people start protesting and fighting and, like, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a weird world right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even followed it since, like, he became president.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel.
I was just following the fucking, like, a little bit in the, like, debates or whatever the hell, just because it was kind of crazy, you know? Even Hillary was like such a clown. I don't even know how like either of those two people got to the position that they were in, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Fuck that. I can't talk
and
about
I still once I learned that Trump actually lost the people's vote from not like fucking 1,000 votes or something, it was like a couple million votes, and he won off the states, I instantly was like, well, all that shit about your fucking vote counts doesn't fucking count. That I don't know how that makes sense to like anybody, and it didn't make sense to me. And still, unless someone can like, I hope someone can explain it to me in a way that I feel like my vote did, because I've never been really a voter as well.
Yeah.
Because I kind of believe like, oh, well, what the fuck does it matter, you know?
Yeah.
And that, I didn't even know about the whole state thing. I always thought like, oh, they just win off the people's vote.
Yeah, there's like a popular vote and then like an electoral vote. So like you could win the popular vote, but then you could lose the electoral, which is the representatives that the states hire.
The only one that matters.
Yeah. So like to
what
me,
what the fuck? That's what I don't get. Why the fuck is everyone so worked up about this when like really it doesn't matter if you win the popular vote or not?
Yeah.
Like you're just fucking. It's like going to like school and getting like I don't know, you're like honor roll or something. You're on the honor roll, like sick. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, that whole thing's crazy to me because you know what I witnessed. So I didn't vote. Call me an anti-patriot. I'm not though. I love America. America is my home. Like I want to build companies here. I want to prosper. I want us all to like. It's the greatest nation in the world. The greatest example. We're not perfect. We got a lot of mistakes and we could be a lot better. But from what I can tell, we're still in like an example of the best democracy in the world. It's not a perfect one. We can make it better, but we're the best as far as like trying to figure it out. But what I witnessed is I watch all these I listen to all these podcasts with fucking intellectuals, like intelligent people, like really smart, writing books, like all these people, and they're all like, dude, Donald Trump's the devil, shit's gonna fall apart, he cannot get in there, and then they're all like, yeah, this system of voting is fucked up. Then he gets in there, he wins, and now their tunes change. They're like, dude, why didn't you vote? Before they're like, yeah, voting's not gonna work, but now they're all like, why didn't you vote? Donald Trump's in there. I'm like, you guys are fucking hypocrites. I was like, first of all, there's only two fucking choices, and they're the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're extremes, they're two different extremes, but they're the same power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the same people with influence and money and power are not letting it go. It's a big puppet show. They give you two options. They go, okay, you don't like chocolate? Here's vanilla. Chocolate's crazy. Vanilla's fucking crazy too. But you can pick between the two flavors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, realistically. But I really hope that new powers rise and take over. Because, honestly, if, like electric cars, we need that. Like, imagine the power and energy. If we could harness the energy and we could, leave it up to the internet, we could run things way smoother. Picture trucks not on the road right now, but at night, being driven by computers. Delivering shit at night when the roads are clear. Computers, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Think about how much more production, how smoother it's a computer program. It would run smoothly. So like, we have to switch our resources, and we have to switch our power structure, you know, because the power structure right now is based off of like, it's archaic. It's based off of oil and fucking war. That's how we make profit in this world. It's like, let's fucking sell oil and destroy countries and rebuild them.
Yeah.
It's like a profit scheme to destroy humans, basically. They break up the family structure and they sell you all this poison. Healthcare in America is not even healthcare.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going through that with my mom right now, you know what I mean? Like, MassHealth wants $53,000 from us because she passed away and she had a life insurance and there was money in there, and they want it, you know what I mean? Because I guess it's a deal with the devil, apparently. And MassHealth, I'm sorry if I'm confusing this, but from my understanding, this is what's going on. My mom passed away. She had a life insurance because she took care of her cousin. So she took in some of this money. This money goes to her kids, right? But I guess when you have MassHealth, which is a free service, right? Because when you're poor and you don't have any, you can't afford health insurance, which everybody is, I feel like, nowadays. Yeah. Who the fuck can afford $300 a month for health insurance? Like, for the average person.
Hey, dude, our family plan.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Out of this world.
Yeah. For good health insurance too. That's what I'm saying. Not the minimum.
My shit, I still have to go if I go to an emergency room. My health insurance,
your copay is ridiculous.
For a family plan for me, Nikki, and the baby, it's $1,100 a month.
Yeah, fuck you, right?
Right.
That's a whole fucking job. That's one job for someone to...
That's someone's mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Down here.
What else could you do? You can't live your life. You can't... You know what I mean? Like, if the average person can't live their life because they're working to insure their kids.
And if you don't have health insurance in Massachusetts, you get fined in your taxes.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck?
So get this. MassHealth sent me a letter saying, look, your mom owes us $53,000. I go, why? They go, because when you hit 55 and you have MassHealth, if you go get any surgeries or anything, we start accumulating a tab on that person. Maybe because they're more of a liability.
Did you say, well, she's dead?
Well, yeah, but they started accumulating after she hit 55. So once you hit 55 with MassHealth, you turn 55, right? After that, if you go get surgery or any services, they start tallying a tab. Up to that point, there's no tab. But once you hit 55, there's a tab now. So when you die, they can take your assets to cover your tab, what you owe them. Yeah. Which seems, it's fucked up because, dude, when you're 55 and over, what's going on? You're leaving the world because you're on that latter half of your life.
Security.
It's the latter half of your ride.
Is that when you get Social Security now?
I'm not sure. So, but anyway, so my point is, my mom, who's like, struggled her whole life. She had 5 kids, 3 different men. She had drug abuse problems, mental issues, like things that we were trying to work through. She was forced into getting MassHealth because she couldn't afford it. She couldn't even work. So, all right, that's a rock and a hard place already. You're forced to get health care, right? So you go get the free health care, and then I'm sure it was fine print, but even if it was big on the front that said after 55, we start accumulating a bill on you of every service you get, that you would still do it because you're in a rock and a hard place. My mom had to
plus I'd just be like, well, fuck, I'm never paying that off. I'm just going to die.
Exactly. So what happens is it gets passed on to your family. So she passes, and then you owe money. So, I mean, luckily she had that life insurance, but they're going to take it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Although I went and talked with a lawyer, and they're like, just try to negotiate it down. They're like, people do it all the time. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that. You know?
That's what I would do too. Fuck it. It's like, well, I didn't fucking sign this. How am I even entitled to this? This and whatever, this life insurance plan was signed over to us. So that's fucking your problem to figure out, not mine.
My heart's broken because I'm like, that's literally a deal with the devil. That's as close as a deal with the devil as you're going to get. If the devil popped up tomorrow, B, and you turn 60 or something.
That's crazy that she can, I guess they can just take like her healthcare like plan or like her life insurance plan money.
Yeah.
But for you guys to have to pay that back personally, I don't think they could tie that.
Well, it goes to your surviving siblings.
Which is bullshit. I would be like, I never signed anything for that.
Yeah.
You know, how can they fucking just say that about you?
But that'd
be like if my mom made a deal like that and didn't even consult me, and even if she did, I wouldn't fucking sign into that. I'd be like, what the hell? I know you need healthcare, but just like put someone else's name.
I may be mistaken. I think because what happened was
it's got to be just from the life insurance.
Yeah, I think
just trying to get that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
She might have even had to have the life insurance to get the Medicare. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably like, well, they probably know.
Oh, to cover it, yeah.
Yeah, because we're tallying this shit up, and if you don't have any money for this,
but the life insurance was policy on her cousin, so it wasn't on her. So I don't think you needed to have it. But regardless,
that's how I would. That's how I'd initially set it up. If I was like in that position, I'd be like, all right, for you to, this is what happens. We're tallying all this shit up after 55. You need a life insurance, so when you die, it wipes your slate clean.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was when she passed away, they looked at her assets. MassHealth did, and say, we own whatever she had. She didn't have anything, but that life insurance came in because she took care of her cousin. So then they looked at that and they go, well, you owe us that because, after 55 you had the surgery and it's now a tab. And I get it. They need to get their money. I get it. But that's like the devil popping up, Brandon. You turn 55 and you're like, your health is declining because you're leaving the world. Basically, after 55, it's downhill, right? It's a downhill ride. 50 is the top of the hill, right?
Well, hopefully not.
No, but you know what I mean? Like physically, we all leave this world. Let's not bullshit ourselves. So the devil pops up at 55 and goes, yeah, I've given you healthcare for free this time, but now that you're getting older, you're on your way out, I want you to promise all your worldly possessions to me after you die that make up for all the free healthcare.
It seems like
that's like, who wouldn't do that? Especially if you're dysfunctional and from the projects. You know what I mean? I know, but that's a rock and a hard place. Yeah, but that's a rock and a hard place.
It is.
What else are you gonna do? Just die at 55 because you don't have health insurance?
It's totally
or go into debt, basically.
It's totally fucked. The whole system, I feel like, is fucked.
It is.
It's like,
that's my point.
All the people that get Medicare usually, that like, usually it's better off to not even have a fucking job and like just get like unemployment, and if you can get Medicare, you got free health insurance. It's usually like pretty decent,
Yeah.
And there's no drive to like go work a minimum wage when you're gonna work, and then you can't even afford the healthcare that you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're working a fucking minimum wage job. They just like, it just seems like it's not set up for anybody to thrive.
Yeah, and you know why? You know why it's a scam, Matt? The healthcare in our country. You know why it's a scam, and you know how you can tell it's a scam? because you can't fucking understand it.
Yeah.
The truth is easy to understand.
Afford it.
Yeah, the truth is easy to understand. If it's that murky, dude, you're trying to sell something to the common person who's overworked. It should be clear and precise, not fine print. They need to restructure our whole healthcare because they're fucking us. They need to find a way to make money off of empowering and helping people instead of sending them a war, destroying lands and rebuilding. They need to make profit for building up and helping. It's not destroying people. It's fucked up. This world's fucked up. Kids, this world's fucked up. Hang on. It's gonna change though, because I feel like the mathematics and the internet are gonna show us a way, because we're gonna accumulate all this data, and it's like robotic, like automation with cars. Once that takes hold, it's gonna make sense to only be in an automatic car, because you're gonna look at all the deaths from driving a car, like apes driving a car, monkeys driving cars, which we are, and you're gonna look, 50,000 deaths a year. Once automation takes control and the internet's take over and there's automated cars, there might be like 10 possibly, you know what I mean? Because it's gonna be all numbers and mathematics, and no one's gonna argue that. It's like a calculator. It's like, use a calculator, like, that worked.
Yeah.
Compared to some human trying to add up 50,000 numbers, you're gonna go, there's probably some mistakes in there. You're doing with it, you know? Like, but if you trust like the program, it's gonna usually be a computer as an algorithm, so it works off of that. So it's like, I don't know, they need to figure something out, you know what I mean? Because the way we're doing it now,
there'll probably be less traffic too, because you know the automatic car would just automatically like slow and go and like not be like on its phone.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like humans are folly. That's our problem.
Yeah.
We're like not perfect. Yeah.
And it's like I'm looking for directions driving. I'm like, oh shit.
It's so
and it's
dangerous.
Like, you know, every little thing, is like causing like pile up or like a backup.
I can't. I'm super terrified of driving, dude. Like my car.
I still feel like I'd be weird though. Like I wouldn't physically feel comfortable getting behind or in a car that no one is in control of.
Yeah, but
it would mentally, that would just like not make sense to me after like, you know, it's like humans have been seeing people like physically driving shit for their whole lives.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. It's
like,
gonna be
holy
weird.
Shit, no one is driving this car, and we are going to Tim's house right now.
Say we get automated cars in 5-10 years. it's gonna be normal to her.
Oh yeah, it'll be normal for her.
She'll be like, oh yeah, like getting this little pod. It's like the Jetsons. Jetsons gonna seem like it's just happened nowadays. Like it's crazy.
No, definitely.
But I don't know. I don't fucking know. I worry all the time about this world, but what can you do?
Just gotta live day by day.
I'm super, like, I'm always so conflicted. Do you feel this way? I feel like sometimes I'm like, dude, this world is, I experience so much joy and happiness because, like, skating and the community and friends and, like, to be able to have work and have things to look forward to. Like, I feel so grateful and happy. But then the other side of that coin is, like, it's always there, too. So, like, in life, I always feel like I'm so conflicted all the time. I'm like, I don't know if I hate this ride or love this ride sometimes, because I'm like, it's just like, it's hard, you know? When you're younger, too, it's more extreme. As I get older, everything balances out more, and I'm not as high and low, but I still feel it. I'm like, dude, if I had shitty people around me talking negatively, I could go into depression super easy, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I focus on keeping rad people.
Like, I'm not even, honestly, I'm like stoked right now.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
All that shit is so out of my fucking hands. I don't want to be that guy to be like, you know, preach about all this shit and then just like also like, oh, I can't change anything, fuck the world. But I'm kind of like, you know, whatever.
You can only do what you can do in front of you. Inches add up. So if you focus on making your life beautiful and those around you and helping, like, since that's why I'm always super optimistic, because I look at everyone just like you, I'm sure, and go, these people are awesome. They're gonna grow to be epic. Like, we could build together. Like, we could live our dreams, you know. But then it's like the other powers that be are doing their hardest to go to war and fucking make money off of destroying shit. And I'm like, dude, this just makes me so conflicted all the time. And maybe it's just because I'm too aware and pay attention to shit too much. I should just tune off, but it's hard, man, because it has...
Yeah, I fucking took the...
Alright, let's see if it's still recording. You're alright, you'll find it. Don't get bummed. Oh, we're still recording. Nice. I wonder, that was a call from Taunton, I wonder. Overall, though, like, in my daily life, like, I'm pretty happy overall.
Yeah, me too. I've been so stoked lately.
But I think it's important we talk about this shit, because some people never talk about real life shit, and they just put on a front, and they're just always happy and pretend to be, and they never, like, I think it's important to have these conversations, because, dude, we're adults. Like, we're like you were saying in the beginning, like, you know, we're getting a little older, you know, so we got to take on the responsibility and try to forge a way for the future. Like, especially you have a kid coming, so it's like you're a shining example to that little glow.
I'm just gonna try to teach her the best I can, like, what, like, I don't know, just some shit about living, I guess.
Yeah.
And just have, like, I just feel like my whole thing is if she has, like, a strong work ethic and she knows how to fucking put in a good day of work, she'll, like, never go hungry, so.
Damn right, dude.
Fuck it.
Amen.
You know, like, whatever.
Yeah. Weird question, but do you mind, do you pray?
I just say, like, the same shit at night. Like,
You do?
the same thing, yeah.
Is it?
It's just, like, the same, it's, like, sometimes, like, varies a little bit, but yeah, like, just thanks for, like, certain things that I'm thankful, like, in my life, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to, like, recite the whole thing.
No, you don't have to.
It's, like, kind of long. It's, like, stupid, you know? It's just, like, my family, dogs, like, fucking skating. Like,
not stupid at all.
You know, whatever.
Not stupid at all.
Just,
you're going to the airport, son.
Well, it says to keep right onto Hotel Drive, exit 26, because I have to, like, loop around.
Oh, okay.
Because I was supposed to take...
Because you blew it!
Yeah, and I know how to get to his house from that highway. We're just fucking talking... We're just talking about everything right now.
The heaviest shit ever.
I'm just driving. Like, and this thing told me a different... It's telling me a different way.
Don't blame the internet gods, B.
Since your house. No, usually I just drive fucking 495, exit 7, 93... Or no, 24 to 93, and then I take exit 18, I believe.
Yeah.
And I know exactly where to go. I think I was supposed to go in a little lane.
Yeah, you were.
Motherfucker.
Bullshit, bro. Let's go to the airport. Where do you want to go? We're pulling into the Logan Airport right now. We could just go, we get on a plane, go to Puerto Rico. What do you think? What would be fun? Somewhere where there's a beach?
Yeah, let's go somewhere warm because it still hasn't warmed up here. Let's talk about how shitty that's been. If you want to talk about, like, negative shit.
No, I don't want to talk about negative shit.
Just talk about the fucking weather because it sucks.
Yeah, I just want to talk about some real life shit because, like, I don't know, you're the dude I get to do that with sometimes, so appreciate it.
Let's do it up.
It's not, overall, dude, life is beautiful, you know, but it's just we all have to carry this weight and these thoughts and these feelings, everyone, not just us, you know, like, so sometimes it helps when I hear people talk about it, so I figured we could talk about it because I'm sure it'll help people.
Yeah.
It helps to, like, just to bounce ideas around, you know. I really want us all to grow and be happy and successful at whatever we choose to do, and, like, I don't know, I just worry, because, like, if we're not communicating, then the people in power are definitely communicating, they're making moves, you know?
Yeah.
Whoever those fuckers are, whoever employs Obama and Donald Trump, whatever team that is, let's pretend the American government is a skate team. They're just fucking lying to us, though. They're putting everyone on flow and never gonna turn a man. Never turn a man. They're like, here's your flow shit. Beat it. Watch out, cars.
Yeah, when you're driving in a truck, usually people, like, look out for you.
Yeah. Thank God for skateboarding, though. That shit keeps me sane. Alright, we think we're back on track?
I don't know. Let's see.
At least we're not. We're leaving the airport.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty easy detour, too. That we were fucked back then.
Yeah.
Just gotta pay for a fucking toll that I didn't
Oh, you just tolled us up, bro.
Yeah. Now they clock that shit right to your license plate. You gotta pay it.
Oh, I just got one last week.
So annoying.
I know.
I mean, I guess it's easier than, because who the hell has cash on them?
Well, it's easier than stopping at the toll booth and them going, okay, and whipping out that little pad and writing you a ticket, and everyone behind you is pissed off.
I've never got the ticket.
I've always had to stop and go, hey, I have no money, I'm an idiot. And they go, oh, well, here you go, you idiot.
What, you just gotta pay online or
no, yeah,
mail or something?
Yeah, they used to write you out a thing saying you're an idiot. It sucked.
Oh, now they just send you a piece of paper that says you're an idiot. Pay us fucking $125.
Yeah, they've just idiot-proofed it a little bit.
Yeah.
They get their money easier.
Lost a bunch of jobs though.
Yeah, I know.
That's
automation, right?
I know. You're preaching about that. I was kind of thinking like, fuck, dude, all these truck drivers be out of job and shit.
I know, and it's not. I know I was talking about internet and like automation, like being the problem solver, and I know it's gonna cause more problems before it solves it.
Yeah, because I was actually just thinking about this morning because it's frost time.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get my pump automated so I could just like fucking control it from my phone, you know?
Yeah, because you're waking up at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like total old school way of doing it. I just have a thermometer out in the bog and I fucking gotta go like physically go check the thermometer and see if it's like going down and what the temperature is and everything. And then, you know, all my dad's stuff, he has like 14, I think he has 13 or 14 pumps that are all automated.
Wow.
But it's only like only him, like really only him, and then they got a new guy that comes, so it's like only 2 guys, whereas like before, like I was thinking like, geez, they must have had like at least like 6 guys, because it's over the course of 200 acres, so how the fuck can you check all those thermometers? You know, like 1 guy, 2 guys can't physically check all those thermometers, or even a general area, you know, they have to be like, if it all starts dropping at one time, you need to like either start turning shit on real early and just get to like what you can, you know. But I was just like, damn, they just fucking like, you know, got rid of so much manpower just by like going automated.
Yeah. Well, here's my thoughts on that too. Is like, I feel like we've gone as far as we can in progress in one direction, you know, to the point where we can just keep repeating that.
Yeah.
And the world's not going to change.
Yeah.
So we have to like sacrifice certain things to put in a new system that can progress us further, you know?
Yeah.
And we've already done this way that we're doing now so far. Like, people have been driving forever, you know?
Yeah.
So if there's a new silver lining where it's like, hey, you're gonna lose your jobs, but maybe it'll free you up to actually pursue something you enjoy. Because I'm telling you, all those people that truck drive, I'm sure some of them enjoy it. There's outliers.
I know he's
but who the fuck wants to be on the road? Who the fuck wants to be away from their family?
Yeah.
Like,
but they choose that because they're
rocking a hard place,
well,
dude.
That, and it's like, oh, I'd rather be driving this truck than fucking working at McDonald's or some shit.
Exactly.
Like that, you know? So it's like, well, what if they just don't drive the truck and then they're just like, well, fuck, now I have to get like a job that I fucking totally hated.
Well, if the technology is going to take the jobs, you might as well try to use the technology to create a job that you love. That's like what I've been trying to do, and a lot of people, everyone I'm sure, has tried to like take a side hustle and fucking use the social media and internet to like figure it out. We're still lost out here.
Because I'm getting so fucking involved with these conversations that I'm like,
sorry.
I'm like, cannot even fucking see my
It's good for the podcast, though. We might not get a skate anytime soon, but
yeah.
I know, I feel bad because there's like a generation of people that are like in their 50s and 60s, and they're gonna get displaced, and they're gonna have a hard time adapting to the technology. But it's fucked because every young kid knows how to use the technology and is building futures with them.
Nowadays, it's so easy to learn if you actually like try to learn it.
Yeah,
Like,
I think more people are scared.
Even if you have like an old brain, you know, you just have to like force yourself to like learn it like everything else. You know, people naturally can learn shit. That's what they've been doing all their lives. You know.
It's hard because we're in the transition period. We're transitioning from our old ways to some new way that we're all a part of, and we're all trying to make it. We're all trying to figure out how to do it where it's good and healthy and ethical, and everyone can kind of be a part of using the technology and all the shit that we were talking about. It's hard. It's fucking hard. It's a scary time. It's one of the most exciting times to be alive, though, because everything's in flux and you don't know. Like, we don't know.
But there is always going to be like malfunctions, because like I guess all my dad's pumps the other night like weren't like, basically they weren't working or whatever, or connecting to whatever the hell, so he had to go in anyway and like, I don't know,
manually do it.
Yeah, and then he's all old school, so he's like, Jesus Christ, fucking might as well manually start all these fucking things, you know, and started ranting like fucking technology, because he is definitely like old school dude, you know?
Dude.
So he's like, he'll go on rants about how this shit's fucking old.
I'm like that too, man. If my internet takes 30 seconds, I'm like, why the fuck am I paying money? Why do I give them checks monthly for this?
I can't even talk about the internet.
It's 30 seconds. It could be 15. I'll be fine. 30, not happening.
You wouldn't last in my fucking house for like 1 second, because we pay like, I think it's like $50 a month for dish internet.
Fuck you, right?
And it is fucking bullshit, right? We were like, it only works when it wants to work, I swear. You know, if it's raining or anything like that, nothing works because it's that satellite dish.
Yeah.
And
the rain affects that?
Rain, snow, wind sometimes, right? So the guy comes and I'm like, this internet literally isn't fucking doing anything.
It's dog shit, sir.
Always been going slow. He comes and he's like, geez, I've never seen this before. It must have got struck by lightning. You really getting your money's worth here. Replace like all the shit, the dish, everything. And then he's like, yeah, the trees must have grown. So it was like, the trees were blocking the satellite view. And I'm like, that's the only fucking place that you can put this satellite is right there. And then I'm like, it'll work for, I guess we only got certain amount of like megabytes or whatever the hell it is, like every month. And I'm like, so, and we'll watch Netflix, and you can only watch like a few episodes and then it's just like done. He's like, yeah, the streaming really, like, Dish is like really trying to get another satellite up there to like do all this shit. You can get like maybe like in your area, like maybe 10 more megabytes. I'm like, for like way more money, and almost like, what, I can watch one more episode of Netflix for like, it's not even worth, it would be more than what I'm paying for the whole Netflix.
Yeah, they're like $20 more a month for like another episode. Like, get the fuck out of here. That ratio is horrible.
Seriously, this is you guys' fucking plan for this shit? People are buying this like this? You know?
Well, you're out in the sticks, that's probably why.
Which I'm like, I'm fucking over it though, because I'm like about to, when we moved there, we had Comcast come and they were like, oh, we gotta fucking run a line. And he told me how much it was gonna be. And at this point, for what we pay,
it's almost worth it.
It's worth it to like put that line in and then have a cheaper payment and actually it work when you use it. Now, because you know how I'm always like, oh, my phone's fucking going over on gigs. And we have so many gigs, but we can't connect to we can connect to our Wi-Fi, but it takes you fucking 20 minutes to upload a page.
It's not even worth it.
Right?
Fuck that. Yeah. This is the you're gonna listen to us complain podcast.
I guess so.
Fuck yeah.
This is rad right now.
I don't have a lot of these. This is needed to be done.
I feel like you're just in this mood and you're bringing it out of me.
Sorry. But it needs to be said, right? We need to talk about it.
I'm fucking pissed about it today. And the satellite, like Dish, his whole thing is a scam. I swear, if anybody
it's like healthcare.
If anybody has Dish out there, they know what I'm talking about. And if you're thinking about getting it, don't get it.
Yeah. Dishes can suck it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Dish. What is this, fucking 1950s? You know?
I like my dish, huh?
The guy told me they would put a line in if it was a neighborhood, but since it's one house, they're not gonna bother.
You're like, dude, it's 2017. Can't you just like shoot that shit in with a laser beam somehow?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, can't you just put a chip in my eyeball so I have the internet instantly?
He's all, nope.
It's fucked up, bro. Well, I think we should end this on something positive, though, maybe.
Yeah, we're about to go fucking shred today.
Yeah! I'm psyched, dude.
Pulling into the city, we're finally getting to Tim's house 20 minutes late.
That's alright.
I was just blaming it on you when we get there, though.
Nah, but it's beautiful out. It's a little nippy, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, 58, though. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's gonna be August soon, so I'll take this, you know? That's the thing about the East Coast.
It's gonna be fucking, it's the beginning of May. It's
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in the East Coast, you have this shitty winter. Spring comes, it's fleeting, you love it. But then August comes, July, August, it's humid as balls, and you're like, dude, this can't last forever. And then fall comes, and you're like, I'm in heaven again, but it's fleeting. And then winter comes, and it's like, kicks you in the nuts. And you're like, fuck, I'm never, like, you're never, like, 70 degrees in California. You know what I mean? Like, people live in 70-degree weather year round.
I know, it's weird.
We're like,
but, yeah, I still feel like it's, like, should be way warmer right now, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, we got, like, we're getting next week it's gonna warm back up, but we got, like, such a cold spell.
Nice.
Fucking it's not nice at all.
Well, whatever. Alright, well, I think this podcast is officially done. I appreciate the coffee, too. Good looks.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, man.
And the Boston cream.
Yeah, that was solid. Love you, bud.
I love you, too.
Let's get the Tims.
Last thing before we go, I'd just like to thank the skate gods for blessing us, and thank you to the sponsors. Thank you, All I Need Skate. Please check out allineedskate.com. I'm excited for you to check out the Seafood Vengeance series. These things came out mint. I'm really excited. Please check them out. And if you're on YouTube, we are too. Check us out at youtube.com/allineedskate. No, but seriously, if you're on YouTube, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll hit you back. I'll respond, and we'll give you the subscribe back for show, my dudes. And also thank you to World Industries. Kevin Clem, first team rider, man. Apparel's back. Decks are back. We had 3 graphics for the first run, bringing World back. It's a big fucking deal. One of the most iconic skate brands. So it's cool to be working with them as well. And like I said in the beginning, if you cop anything from allineedskate.com or world.com, that money directly goes into supporting this podcast, which is beyond epic because I love doing this and it allows me to do it more. And also, if you just want to show some support without even spending a dime, just share one of the episodes. That would be amazing. And yeah, my dudes, I gotta go, man. I've recorded this thing like 3 times. I'm always so self-critical about everything, you know? It's hard. It's hard. I don't want to be like a salesperson, you know? But I'm really excited about all this stuff. I feel really grateful to be able to be doing what we're doing together, and to be creating the show, and to be working in skate brands. Like, I'm really thankful for how things are going, and yeah, it means a lot to me, and thank you guys for listening and sharing and just being a part of this. Peace.